Hey guys, in this video I want to do a side-by-side comparison review between the Galaxy A5 2016 versus the Galaxy A5 2015 on the left. So first of all, if we start off this review talking about the build quality here, so they improved the build quality a lot. I mean, we have a lot of improvement here on the A5, especially if we first talk about the back here, which is now made up of the glass, and you know, just like the Note 5. So this is like more premium stuff. It feels more premium in hand, and also compared to the last year's Galaxy A5 here, which had this let me show you here, which had this combination of plastic and the aluminum on the side. So definitely it also felt really nice in hand. It had really sharp type of you know, roundish design, felt really good in hand, but definitely compared it to the new A5 2016 model here, this one looks more of a premium device. And also you can see here, if you compare them side by side like this, the A5 2016 is now a little bit more thicker because of a bigger battery inside, and also it's now a little bit heavier. So yeah, due to the bigger battery size, it is gone a little bit more thicker and also a little bit more heavier. So definitely, personally, I really like the design here of the A5 2016. I mean, I was a big fan of the Note 5 design, and they did exactly what I personally wanted them to do. And so yeah, build quality wise, it is awesome, and it is very much improved as compared to the last year's A5. And also you can see here, if we compare them like this, we don't really have the speaker here on the back, on the back of this phone anymore. Now it's moved to the bottom, just like the latest design language we have on the Note 5. And at the bottom of the Galaxy A5 2015, we just have the 3.5mm headphone jack and the charging port. On the top, if we take a look at the top here, we do have now dual SIM tray, SIM number 2 tray on the top of this side. On the A5 2016, well, the SIM card number 1 and the micro SD card tray is on the side, while here we get all the two trays on this side. Now the thing here with the Galaxy A5 2015 is that you can't really use 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card at the same time on this phone, whereas on the other hand, on the Galaxy A5 2016, now you have the ability to use the micro SD card and 2 SIM cards at the same time. So I'm going to be making a separate video of how to, you know, put those inside, you know, to get the things working up. So I'm going to make a tutorial for that. So let's see here, if we first unlock the phone. If we compare the display size here, this one is 5-inch, the Galaxy A5 2015, and now we have a bigger screen size on the A5 2016, which is 5.2-inch, and also it is increased. It has increased resolution, which is now 1080p. Now, if we take a closer look here at the display, you gotta admit that this is like, oh my god, this is one of the best displays ever. I mean, 1080p wise, 5.2-inch. We don't have a lot of phones with you know, 5-inch around size in mid-range category, you know, 5.2-inch size. So you get a little bit more bigger experience than 5-inch, and at the same time, you can't really call it as a big phablet phone. So it's like a perfect type of size, you know. So compared to the last year's Galaxy A5 2015 here, which had this 5-inch 720p HD display, obviously you might not be able to see it through camera, but there's a big difference in quality, how the colors are looking and all that. So they really improved it. Both are having Super AMOLED display here, so display has gone a lot better. It has 424 ppi, almost like a 180 ppi increase as compared to the last year's 280 something ppi here, or I think it's like 280 290 something, but it is increased a lot on the new A5 2016. Also, if we move towards the processor, yes, this is amazing, you know. One of the most shittiest thing about this Galaxy A5 2015, the last year's, is that it had Qualcomm 410 chipset, which absolutely murdered its performance. Obviously, you can still see that if you have the Galaxy, if you have used this phone, it's nice for just for the mid-range. Just for the mid-range task like WhatsApp and doing all that stuff. But if you play games, it will lag, it will do shitty performance, so now they have improved this like hugely. Now we get the Mali T720 GPU with Exynos 7580 octa-core chipset, so the performance has increased a lot, especially in terms of gaming. Now you can play games like GTA San Andreas on max settings, so that was something that was something that was impossible to do on the A5 2015. So also we get 2 gigs of RAM, same amount of RAM also. So I'm gonna be doing a separate speed and camera comparison, so make sure you stay tuned for that video. I'm gonna be putting the card here, so you can click on the I button to check that video out. So if we take a look here, general wise, looking very smooth on both phones, but of course there's going to be a huge difference when I will going to test out the apps and opening speed, apps opening, and also multitasking stuff. You can also see that if we talk about the software version, we get 5.1.1 Lollipop here versus 5.0.2 Lollipop on the last year's A5. Now the difference is very much visible. First of all, we get a little bit more polished UI, similar to what we have on the flagship phones like Note 5. So we get changed icons, a little bit roundish type of icons, and also you can see here it feels a lot more snappier with this UI. Also has very less bloatware. This is the older UI. This is how the older Samsung UI looked like. So we might see an upgrade, but I think that's highly unlikely because the Marshmallow hasn't even released for the Note 5. So definitely, if you have the A5 2015, you might have to wait maybe 4 or 5 months or maybe 6 months more to get the update. I mean, we don't know how Samsung is going to roll out the update plan, especially for these phones. But one thing is for sure, that this phone will get the Marshmallow update, and that is I know that because it's a new phone, and they will update it to the Marshmallow first, then compared to the last year's A5. So the UI is changed. They made some nice changes to the apps, icons, and all that. Overall, it feels more good, feels more faster than the last year's UI. And also we have this we also do get fingerprint sensor now built into the home key here, which is really good. I mean, I made a separate video of how to set it up. So if you go here into the main settings, if you check out the lock screen and security, you can see here that we do have the screen lock type, where if we scroll all the way down, the second last option is called as fingerprints, where you can enter your fingerprint here like this. So I'm not gonna do it, but because I already demonstrated it on the A7 in my fingerprint sensor review video. So yeah, it is there. It performs good. It's definitely talking about the A7's perspective, is definitely not as snappier sensor as compared to phones like the Nexus 6P, but it does the job very well, and it's definitely something that you will love to have on a phone that costs you around 46,000 PKR, $460. So definitely that is something that I personally want to have on a phone that costs $460. So yeah, if we talk about what else, if we talk about the camera on these phones here, now you might be thinking that there's no improvement in terms of camera, but there is a huge improvement. First of all, the camera sensor, of course, is same 13 megapixel with LED flash. The front is also the same 5 megapixel, but what they really did is that they increased the sensor size. Now you can get better pictures in low light. Also, what they did is that they included optical image stabilization for video recording. So now you can get a little bit more awesome stabilized videos out of it. Of course, you can't really record a 4K video with the A5 2016, but that's okay because nobody really wants a 4K. I mean, they don't really have a 4K monitor to display on it, but it's always nice to have a 4K video recording capabilities, because the Galaxy S5, even the Galaxy S5 has the 4K recording capabilities, but still, it might not be a big deal for a lot of people. So also the biggest improvement that I have seen also in terms of, you know, camera feature wise, is they have included some really nice stuff. For example, if I go into modes, now we get, you know, the newer UI, which looks so much better than this cartoony UI on the last year's A5. We even get a pro mode where you can mess around with ISO and white balance and all that stuff. You can also check out the main settings here, where you can see the video size up to full HD. And also, if I go back, we also get the option here of the let's see here, if we switch to the front camera, we have this palm selfie feature, which is always on. I mean, you don't have to separately enable a palm selfie feature here, so it's always on. And you can also record a 1080p video using the front camera on the A5 2016. So let's see here, if I switch to the front camera on this phone, you know, this is the older UI, which I thought is like very boring. It's not as good as the new UI is. So you can see here palm selfie there. If I go into settings here, if I go to the main option, you can see that with the Galaxy A5 2015, you can also record it to 1080p. But like I said, you will see better performance overall, because the sensor, basically the resolution is same. It is same 13 megapixel sensor, but now it is bigger. It's having a sensor size a little bit bigger. So like I said, better low light performance. So I'm gonna be doing a speed and camera test video, so you can click on the I button again to check it, and I'm gonna put the video there. Yeah, I mean, there are like lots of reason to upgrade to A5 2016. They have done it absolutely right, and I'm loving it. You know, I'm loving it, and I'm really using it a lot. It has 2,900 milliamp hour battery. That's also a really big increase as compared to the 2,300 milliamp hour battery of the last year's Galaxy A5 2015. So they have increased the battery life a lot. Especially with the size, you get due to the size, you get more battery life out of it. It has really nice, you know, usage based on my, you know, based how that I use on my device. I get really nice battery life out of it. So it really depends on your personal usage, you know, how much music that you play, how much games that you play, how much battery percentage, how much brightness level that you have. So it just depends on a lot of factors there. So I like to keep the battery brightness, phone's brightness here to like a lower level, of course, when I'm indoor, and use this phone mostly to watch YouTube videos. So this phone can easily survive up to 1 day without any problem. So I also do small gaming here, like play Temple Run when I'm, you know, when I'm waiting for someone, or, you know, when I'm bored a little bit, and, you know, most of the other time I'm using Instagram and all that, checking out your comments and all that. So I mean, definitely battery life, I've seen a lot of improvement here, and it is so much better due to the new chipset, due to the new bigger battery, due to the more software optimization. The new UI also has extremely nice, great build quality, also increased camera sensor size and optical image stabilization. So there are really solid reasons to upgrade to the Galaxy A5 2016. I hope this video helps you out. Now you know what is the good stuff here on the A5 2016, and now you know whether you have to upgrade or not. So I think definitely it's worth the upgrade from going from A5 2015 to the A5 2016. You won't be disappointed, and you're gonna get awesome performance and awesome stuff out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that video that I promised, comparing the A8 to the A7, so very soon, maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned for all those videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.